Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. First of all, please excuse the terrible mess on my workbench. It doesn't always look like that, but I haven't yet got around to cleaning it up. Anyway, today we're gonna finish off my Phoenix 2400 glider. Last time I flew it, the motor plate broke off mid-flight, and I put a carbon fiber one in there now. I also installed a different motor. This is an AGSI 2820-14. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to install a Y lead for my aileron channel. Since I only have a 6-channel receiver and radio, this is a DX6E from Spectrum. And we're also going to be painting the stabilizers and the wings, which are over here. And we're going to be painting them in those two colors, red and black, in a scheme that looks somewhat like this. Yeah, it's not the best, I know. Anyway, let's get right into it. Good. We got the first light coat of paint on there. Unfortunately, one can still see the lettering from where the decal was previously. But I took those off because they had like a nasty yellowish stain to them. They just didn't look good anymore. Unfortunately, I ran out of masking tape though, so we're gonna see how we get along. But we're probably not gonna paint the second wing today. We're just gonna finish the red on there and that's it. Anyway, let's keep going. So whilst the paint's drying, I quickly installed the Y lead for my ailerons, plugged into channel 2 here. And the wires go through the fuselage in here, underneath this plate over here. And I've routed them out here. Last week, I also installed 2 carbon fiber skids on the edge of the wing here because the rudder horns on my ailerons are pretty long and I've had them touch the ground on landing and strip the servo gears before. Also on a robust Metal Gear servo, so that should prevent that now, fix the issue. We'll see how it turns out when we remade it. I also just remembered that I still have to solder the connections for the motor. But my soldering iron's broken. Look at the tip. It's soldered through basically. There's a hole in it, it's broken. No good. Hope you can see that on camera. And it doesn't work anymore. So we'll have to wait until we get a new one. Maybe for Christmas. Who knows? Never lose hope. Okay, so we got the second coat of paint on there now. It's looking a lot better than the first one. It's a lot smoother, covers a lot nicer. But still one can see the lettering. I hope we're going to get rid of that with the third coat. I'm not going to put a fourth coat on it because the paint covers nicely. And I'm gonna run out of paint if I do so. Anyway. Alright, so while the second coat of paint is drying, I might as well walk you through my setup. I have got 4 servo throws all round to use the maximum potential of each servo. And dual rated expo wise, I'm running around 30% expo on ailerons and elevator at 100% dual rate, and on the rudder I'm only running 10% expo because it doesn't have all that much authority due to its construction. It's got an angled hinge line and it has no hinge down there where the rudder horn is, so all the force is acting over here and there's nothing to support it there. There's no hinge there. So this joint is very weak and it has a lot of play in it. And you need a lot of servo throw as well to get some proper authority out of it. Lastly, I've also programmed an aileron and flap mix so I can have full span ailerons while still maintaining flaps and spoilerons for landing. The paint on the wing is now more or less dry to the touch, so we're gonna put the third coat on it now. Let's see how it turns out. We've got the third coat on there now. It's pretty much eliminated the writing. It's also gone nicely into the hinge lines there. There's a little spot of white behind the control horn I still have to remove, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. Also at the wing root, the paint's covered nicely all the way to the edge, so there won't be a white line between the fuselage and the wing. I do hope though that the paint won't start peeling off once the plane is in use again. We'll see. Silly me got paint all over my fingers. That's what you get for not wearing gloves when painting something. It's always the same. We're also going to put fiberglass on this flying wing in an upcoming video, which should be fun because I've never fiberglassed anything before. Also, if you're watching this video and you've worked with fiberglass before, note down in the comments which resin I should use. But keep in mind that my wing is made from foam, so I have to use a resin that won't dissolve it. I'm glad to say I found some more tape. This is some old packaging tape from when we moved into our new house. I masked off the section I just painted red previously, and also the leading edge of the wing so we don't get any overspray towards the bottom. I want to paint like 2 black stripes on the bottom, like they have on many aerobatic airplanes. And yeah, let's get painting. Now I'm not gonna show you every single coat I still put on this. I'm just gonna show you the end result then. But up to now, that's the first coat. It's looking pretty good. It's just a light dust coat to give the paint something to stick to. A bit too little in this area. I sort of missed that out. After all, it's dark outside. Mr. Excuses again, yes. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this wing off and I'm gonna show you the finished result. And there we go. One painted wing, or at least the top side of it. Now I'm not going to record painting the other wing and the stabilizer on camera. It's pretty much the same procedure and it'll probably bore you to death. But what I will do is I'm going to make a follow-up video to this one in which I'll present you the end result and hopefully fly the plane for the first time. At least if government rules regarding Corona allow it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too long and too boring. And I also hope that we're gonna get some flying content underway soon. So again, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.